So it's fair to say that Jaguar have not had a good few weeks. If you've not seen my video going over their rather disastrous ad campaign, I mean, people say there's no such thing as bad publicity, but that was really skirting it as close as you can get towards actually being bad publicity, I think. The ad campaign was a complete disaster, in my opinion. And I know that's not just my opinion on its own either. A lot of people said the same thing as me, basically, when it came to that. And people might have actually missed the fact that this advert was basically meant to be showing that Jaguar is being reborn, that they're going through a hard reset, and they will be reborn as something new, something bold, something creative. But what that thing is that they recently revealed, I believe it was a Miami Auto Show or something like that. That was their kind of mantra really when it came to that. What they have revealed, I genuinely, when I saw it, I thought, no, that can't be it. No, that's not it. No, surely not. Well, here it is. Full article on The Guardian. Shout out to these guys for covering it. I'm just going to go through what Jaguar are saying about this and then give my thoughts on it, because if you've seen the car already, which it'll probably be in the thumbnail, it'll definitely be in the thumbnail actually, then yeah, I think you'll know where I'm going with this. Let's have a look at this though, guys. Jaguar's design boss has said the car brand has shown fearless creativity as he unveiled a much-hyped electric vehicle that has attracted an online backlash over its unusual marketing campaign. That is putting it very diplomatically. Jerry McGovern, who is in charge of design for Jaguar's parent company, told a launch event on Monday in Miami, "Some may love it now, some may love it later, and some may never love it. I'm in the third camp. That's what fearless creativity does. Alienates your core audience." Yeah, that's great. The British brand revealed a new concept car, the Type 00, pronounced 00, thank you Guardian, that set the tone for a relaunch that represents a change of strategy to sell less cars. A production-ready version of the four-door Grand Tourer is due to be revealed in late 2025, with sales expected to start in 2026. The rebrand has already attracted far more attention than normal for a car launch after a teaser trailer which did not feature the car itself. Yeah, that's the thing. It was a car advert without the car. It was more like a perfume advert on drugs, but that's just my opinion. Became the subject of polarized and often vitriolic comments online. Elon Musk, the boss of rival electric car brand Tesla, asked, "Do you sell cars?" It's a fair question after that. Jaguar chose the US city of Miami for the launch during its Art Week as a symbol of its shift away from the premium market. Wait, you're shifting away from the premium market and you're selling a car like that? Who's your audience? Who's your really rich art dudes? Come on, no, that's not Jaguar, guys. That's just not. We know who buys Jaguars. Come on. Not those kinds of people for the most part. Maybe that'll change, but I think they're going to really suffer for this personally. In which its cars struggle to compete against Germany's BMW and Mercedes-Benz. Well, yeah, but they still sold a good... I mean, here in the UK anyway. I don't know about the rest of the world. You know, I can't really speak for that. But here in the UK, Jaguar sells all right, as far as I'm aware. I know they're struggling a bit recently, but that's maybe more the international market. And maybe that's what they're trying to go for here, but I don't think they're going to sell many of these. So basically, they're going for the more international moneyed elite. Right. The production car is expected to cost more than £100,000. It'd be a lot more than 100 grand. Just looking at it, you can tell it's expensive, but that doesn't mean it's good. Nearly double the average price of its previous range. A DJ set by the British grime artist Skepta. What are they doing? They're just trying to hit different markets randomly with different facets of their advertisement here. Like, how many Skepta fans are going to buy this car? Seriously. Like, how many? And that also pointed towards Jaguar's hopes of a younger city-dwelling audience. Right, Jaguar. I hate to break this to you guys, right? But younger city-dwelling audiences don't have a spare 100k in the bank. If they do, probably a drug dealer, allegedly. But that is... No. That's just not what this is. Even if the long and bulky concept vehicle could struggle on congested city roads. Yeah, exactly. It's massive. Where's the wide shot? Look at this. Sorry, just to go on to a different article here quickly. But that's a massive car. Either that's a tiny woman or a massive car. Like, come on. Like, that thing is humongous. You know what it looks like in pink as well? It looks like, what's the face? Oh, what's the woman from Thunderbirds? Lady Penelope. It's Lady Penelope's pink car from the future. Oh my, I mean, it's just a joke, this thing. It really is. Like, it's ugly as well. Before we go into lots of it too much, this car is ugly. Like, genuinely, it's an absolute mess of a vehicle. I mean, look at that thing. That's the face of a car that only a mother could love. I'm sorry, but come on. And also, something that got pointed out that I noticed as well, their logo's changed. If you look at it, there we go, full screen mode. If you look at it, Jaguar. Where's the Jag? Where is the Jag? There's no Jaguar on the Jaguar car. They are moving away from the very animal that made them famous. I don't understand it. I'm sorry, I can't help but rant at this, guys, because it's just, out of all the automotive industry has had so many brain dead moves over the decades, but I really think this is the worst of the lot. I really, really do. And I know some people, and I will go back into the article, don't worry, but I know some people will 100% say, oh, well, it's worked. You're talking about it, aren't you? This is a successful advertisement. No, it is not, because I'm absolutely deriding it, and everybody else will be as well. Genuinely, if we find someone who loves this car, I want to talk to you, and I want to tell you why you're wrong. Like, genuinely, this is just unbelievable. The concept model was revealed in 2 colours, Miami pink and London blue, a departure from Jaguar's traditional racing green. I mean, at least they've not slapped the racing green on there. At least they've not dishonoured that colour by putting it on the car. Pictures of the car, which leaked on Monday, hours before the official launch, reveal a wraparound windscreen, a long front bonnet, and rear view video screen instead of a rear window. Wing mirrors are also replaced by cameras, while dials and entertainment screens slide out from the front dashboard. Other interior features that might not make the final version of the 4-seater car include brass spine separating seats, a travertine stone between the seats upholstered in wood and plastic blend. The car also features the new Jaguar logo, the brand name written out on a sans serif font on the front, while a version of the Leaper cat is only visible etched on the pop-out side cameras. The Growler Big Cat badge of the previous models does not feature. Jaguar said the new car, which was produced in Solihull in the UK, well, that's something at least been made in the UK, should achieve up to 478 miles of range, with rapid charging adding 200 miles of charge in 15 minutes. Yeah, Adrian Mardell, the chief executive of Jaguar Land Rover, said he wanted Jaguar to be an original British luxury brand unmatched in heritage, artistry and emotional magnetism. That's the Jaguar we are recapturing, and we will create the same sense of awe that surrounded the iconic models like the E-Type. You really think that this... Sorry guys, let me just do some Googling. Right, so let me just... Now, I'm not an art student. I didn't even do a GCSE in art, but I have 2 eyes and they work. And if I just do this on my screen here, sorry for this all. I don't normally do this, and I hope it all shows up and everything. But this isn't the Office meme. This isn't. It's the same picture. It's the same photograph. You know, it's not that. Are you really comparing the E-Type, one of the greatest sports cars in British history, one of the most beautiful cars? It's probably worth £1 million now. That thing, isn't it? In good nick, at least. You really comparing that? I think you guys can see my mouse cursor. That to this thing. This is not that, and it will never be that. I get it. You've got to hype it up, right? You got to hype it up. You got to promote your brand. You got to stick up for yourself. But yeah, that is something. That's something. A symbol of the 60s as well. An iconic time in UK history. But wait, there's more. There's more on this article. I thought the article ended there because of the little advertisement thing there, but no. On unveiling the design, McGovern cited David Bowie, Vivienne Westwood, and the architect Richard Rogers as some of his creative heroes. They were British trailblazers who challenged convention and had no desire to copy the norm, he said. Paul Barker, the editor of the car magazine Auto Express, said the Type 00 was a striking piece of design that justifies Jaguar's shift to an all-electric future. He said, us Brits have a peculiar knack for loving our automotive icons, but not enough to actually buy them. I mean, they're expensive though. Like, they're not cheap Jaguars. I'd love a Jaguar. Genuinely. I really would do. But they're just too expensive. I mean, that's the thing with a Jag though. It's not meant to be a cheap car. It's not meant to be a cheap runaround car. It's a Jag. It's like, you've made it. You're rich. You've got a Jaguar. You know, it's like a lot of other people do with Mercedes and BMWs. You're rich. You've got a cool German car. That's kind of how that works, really. You know, it's not an everyday runaround car. It's just not. It's a status symbol, and that's kind of what they're alluding to there. But I got 23-inch wheels on that bad boy as well. My God, it's massive. Clearly, the status quo wasn't working. The bold styling with its bluff rear end, bluff front end, I should say, long bonnet, fast back profile, massive 23-inch wheels is a dramatic statement, while the stripped back interior, complete with the butterfly doors and a 3.2-meter brass spine, exudes minimalist luxury. Yet overexpressed outrage. A columnist at the Daily Telegraph newspaper, whose readers include many from the over 55 men who were previously Jaguar's target. I mean, that's true. It is true. I mean, I alluded to it at the start. That is true. Like I said, to own a Jag, you have to have made it. If you get early retirement, if you got that pension coming in, a lot of people spend it on cars like that, and it's fair enough. Said he yearned for deep blues or serious blacks, along with plenty of walnut and tan leather instead of a Barbie mobile. The pink version kind of looks like that. JLR, owned by the Indian conglomerate Tata, has followed two strikingly different paths for the two brands. Its Land Rover vehicles are big earners, and so a new electric version of the Range Rover barely deviates in external design terms from the petrol equivalent. I've actually, I did do a video recently on the upcoming EV Range Rover, and it sounds like an absolute beast, to be honest. Check that out if you've not already, of course. In contrast, Jaguar sales have long languished, and so the company has opted for a complete reinvention. The company has been slower than many rivals to embrace electric cars, selling just the lauded but aging Jaguar I-Pace. I've not seen a single Jaguar electric car on the road at any point, and I've just realised that my camera has not focused on me for a bit. Probably because I've been oh, there we go. Hey, I'm back. Right. I'm only in the corner anyway. It's not the biggest thing, but it is investing £18 billion to produce battery versions of its lineup alongside petrol cars. Rawdon Glover, the managing director for the Jaguar brand, said the company wanted to be true DNA of the brand, but future-facing, relevant, one that really stands out. Oh, well, you definitely stand out with this, big man. You definitely do. Oh my, guys. This is, honestly, I cannot get over how bad this thing is, like, genuinely. And I know, like I said earlier on, there's no such thing as bad publicity, apparently. I'm calling it, guys. This is bad publicity. I get it. They want to do something different. What they should do, though, is go back to the roots. Whatever's not working with Jaguar now, look at what the audience, like, basically, for my money, right, as far as I can tell, they've got the kind of the older male audience on lockdown, right? They've got that. What they should do instead, I mean, clearly those cars, they must be selling okay at least, they must not be selling terribly. Maybe just make something more affordable or whatever. I mean, they've tried to go into the SUV markets. You see Jaguar SUVs here in the UK quite a bit, at least I do anyway. So maybe make that cheaper car. If they really want to go for a younger, more hip, dynamic audience like they're trying to go for, make something more affordable. Make a Jag that's like 20-25 grand rather than now the minimum price, like 35, 40 grand. Then you open yourself up to a younger audience with that. If that's what they're trying to go with there, listen, I'll happily eat some humble pie on this one if I'm wrong, right? But I cannot see how it will sell well. Yeah, maybe this ultra luxury 100k able to spend people, maybe people like that, some of them will actually buy it. But it genuinely looks like the version of Lady Penelope's car from Thunderbirds, but in Cyberpunk 2077. And if that's what they're trying to go for, fair enough. But this is the real world, man. We're not puppets on strings. We're not in a video game, right? We're not doing that. So I just cannot get over this. This is terrible, guys, honestly. But your thoughts in the comments below, because I've gone on for like 15 minutes here about this absolute POS. And that is not point of sale I'm talking about. So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below as always, and we'll see you soon for some more content from the wacky, weird, and sometimes wonderful, but not in this case wonderful, world of motoring and the automotive industry. Have a good one, guys. See you very soon.